Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. No, you know what? Fuck that. We live. Bulls win. OTBS on that Bill shit.
Oh
With me,
my
your
God.
host, E and El Oso, with my brother, Big E Mafia. What's going on, bro?
Yo, yo, you a wild motherfucker, bro. You know that? You crazy. Yo, man, as we sit here on this miraculous Sunday night, uh, the 15th of November,
December,
Christmas is almost what I said. I said November.
November.
Yo, listen, man. Yo, I'm tired, bro. I'm
It's been a
tired.
long day.
It's been a long day, long weekend. Y'all know what it is, man. Everyday working people. Y'all know these weekends they just seem to fly by.
Word.
Uh, it's all good, man. But listen, man, we're not gonna fret on those things too much or too much longer, man. We grateful to be here. To God be the glory. Uh,
Amen.
God is good all the time.
All the time.
God
All
is
the
good.
time.
God is good.
God is good.
You know what I'm saying? Let's getting all, God fearing and religious on this Sunday evening, man. And listen, we're gonna touch on the Bills game. Yo, before we get into anything else, I should have asked you in the pre-show. Did you watch the Jamie Foxx special?
I did.
Bro,
Wifey and I caught it the other day after you and the boys were talking about it in the group chat.
man, listen. Man, listen. Yo, and spoiler alert, if you have not yet been able to check out the new Jamie Foxx special on Netflix, uh titled What Had Happened Was, I had spoken to our friends and let them know like what was going on with this special when I checked it out. And I'm not trying to be biased to anything. Jamie Foxx is my all-time favorite comedian uh when it comes to the game. He's on my Mount Rushmore of
Okay.
comedians. Uh, I just always thought like, yo, this dude, he checks every box. He could act. He's funny as hell. He got the music thing going on. You know what I'm saying? He just, he's my goat, right? And when he had his health scare going on over the course of the past year, they wasn't really releasing too much information. So what you gonna do? Of course, everyone was saying, yeah, that was Diddy trying to take him out because I guess
There was
they
a
thought he
lot of
had.
that going around.
Yeah, listen, you can't believe everything you see and hear on the internet. Uh, but in any event, yo, bro, that's special, man. If you guys have not checked it out, um, it's very intense. It's very emotional.
I was gonna say it's an emotional roller coaster.
It really is, man. It really is, man. You see from the jump from when he first gets introduced by his daughter, his oldest daughter. As
Mhm.
soon as he hits the stage, man, he has a lot of trouble holding it together um, during like his introduction.
Mhm.
And it was emotional, bro.
It really was, man. It was. He took you on a ride.
Hey yo,
Pause. He took you on that emotional roller coaster. He uh he gave you the ins and outs of what happened. You know, he introduced you to his youngest daughter, like that whole bit,
right, right. Yo,
really
were you
touching.
yo, were you getting ready to cry when that happened?
I was.
Yo,
I
Yeah, I'm
was,
telling you,
bro.
bro. And I don't want to give too much away for the people who have not yet checked it out, man. Listen, but by the grace of God, when we record this time next week, if you hadn't watched it and we bring it up, I am going to be going in on the details. So be forewarned if you have not yet
Catch up.
watched it. But it was something to watch, man. Just you just see his vulnerability, man. Him bringing in his story, him bringing in his family and talking about them very in depth. talking about Cat Williams, and it just it was just wild, man. It was just wild. But shout out to Jamie Foxx, man, and glad to see you doing your thing, man. Yo, it's a lot of comedians out here that I've watched over time, and I've watched as I grew up, and it's just amazing to see a lot of them are still relevant in certain aspects. You know what I'm saying? Like
They're still
between
going strong
they
too.
still
A
going
lot of them.
strong, man. A lot of
Hmm.
them, and the fact that you know they're all across different kind of like spectrums, if that makes sense. If I can elaborate a little bit, like you see you see the trajectory that like Kevin Hart went on
Hmm.
and Steve Harvey went on. And to be honest with you, no, they're not like my favorite comedians. I never really found Kevin Hart funny. I'm not saying he's not funny. I'm not saying that. But I was never like, yo, that new Kevin Hart shit is dropping. I gotta go see that. I was
Right.
never, you know, I okay, I guess. If I'm looking for somebody that has some shit to drop that I want to go see, like Cat Williams was like one of those dudes, like, yo, his shit was always hitting. You know what I'm saying? Or Jamie Foxx, his shit would like to me would always hit. Dave Chappelle, obviously, his shit would always hit. And even dudes that who not on like the mega mainstream level. Like, have you ever watched Corey Holcomb in his show that he does on YouTube? Yo,
Oh,
if
I
you
can't
have
say
not
that I
got,
have.
oh, bro, if you have not got the chance, yo, Corey Holcomb, shout out to him in the 5150 show, man. Yo, yo, that is a funny dude. Yo, he's wild, bro. He is. You think I say some crazy stuff? Corey Holcomb is out here saying some wild stuff, man, and he don't care. And shout out to him, man, and the things that they doing over there on that show. We could only hope to be like them one day.
Yeah,
Um,
one of my favorites. Sorry to interrupt you.
yeah,
Sinbad.
brother.
Sinbad was my dude growing up.
This dude said Sinbad. Hold up, time out, bro. You talking about
Yo,
old school Sinbad?
old school Sinbad,
Oh shit!
his old school specials. Yo,
You
and
talking about
then
his joint from the 70s?
no, like the early 90s, early 2000s,
I
plus
gotta
like
watch him
his
again.
movies, House Guest,
Yo, House Guest was funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Jingle
That
All the
shit was
Way. Like
yeah.
he
Those were
had
some
some good stuff.
classics, bro. Those was some good classics, man.
The
But
Cherokee Kid. A lot of people don't remember that, but that was one of my favorite movies with him in it.
speaking of which, I have been watching a lot of re-up on like those old school movies that you watch now, and it's just like, yo, these movies were the production was horrible on these
Atrocious.
movies. Man. You know
Atro-
what I watched earlier? You ever seen the movie The Substitute?
yes. Horrible. Horrible now. Back in the day, you were like, oh shit. Now,
Yo, and you know what? You know what I realized watching that shit? How many movies in that span of time, right?
mhm.
Between The Substitute, The Principal, Lean on Me, which was based on a true story. How many times y'all gonna go in and save these damn minority kids in these high schools? Like, so you mean
You
to
had,
tell me
what was it, Freedom Riders?
Freedom Riders?
What was the one with Edward James almost, where
You
he
know
was
what?
the teacher? What's a Stand and Deliver?
Yo, listen, man. Yo, I'm gonna say it like this. If you grew up in the Midwest or you grew up in like these real southern towns with all white people and you never knew any black people and you saw these movies, that's all you would think school in these
Facts.
cities were. Like, damn, man, I'm glad I don't go to school with them black kids, man. They in there gang banging and beating up
Shit,
teachers.
fucking
Like,
Only the Strong. You remember that? The fucking
nah,
Capoeira movie?
nah.
You
What?
don't remember? Oh man, you never seen Only the Strong?
Nah, man, I never seen that shit, bro. I never seen
The
that
fucking
shit.
Capoeira movie from Miami.
Oh my God, bro. That shit is wild, man. That shit is very Now that you think about it, man, that shit is kind of prejudice, man. All these schools in the hood, man, they ain't got nothing good going for them. It's always that one teacher that came from the other side of town that came and saved the curriculum and
Right.
you know,
Somehow military related.
yeah, like come on, man. That shit is fucked up. Every school had a daycare in it. There was always a scene where some chick she was pregnant, had a baby, and now she got to drop out of school, and the teacher got to go find her or some shit. Like, come
Bring her
on, man,
back.
come on. That shit wasn't happening, man. For those of y'all who don't know, who didn't know, like these schools that was happening in the hood. Like I went to high school in the hood, in Far Rockaway Beach Channel. And for those of y'all who don't realize, yes, for those of y'all who went to Channel, yes, we was in the hood. Y'all might not think we was, but that shit was ghetto. All right. We didn't have all of that. Did we have teenage pregnancy going on in the school? Absolutely. Because kids was in there fucking. And it just was what it was.
It happened at all schools.
It happened at all schools. And if you was lucky, unlike my boy Ro, who was on the episode prior, he had his kids in junior high school.
Damn.
I know he gonna dispute the fact, but so what? You're not here, bro. You got to deal with the shit. It is what it is, bro. Motherfucker had a baby when he was 13 years old. Shit was crazy. Him and his son playing the same video games. This shit is wild. But
Playing
anyway,
fucking member crunchers and shit.
crazy, son. Just fucking crazy. But anyway, on to updated topic. So we just got through watching our good
I'll
old
block out this side. We don't need to see Diggs.
yeah, man. Yo,
The
listen.
MVP.
Listen, man. Our Bills just got through a very unnecessarily close game with the Detroit Lions, man. They won it what the hell was that? 48-42 or some 48-44 or some shit like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Listen, man. Listen. What first give me your thoughts on the game. How did you think that game went for us, bro?
Um, at the beginning, I was very happy with the way that we were playing. Defense was playing strong. Second half, when we got the big lead, was it early fourth quarter? We started playing that shell prevent defense. Um, wasn't a huge fan. We're giving up a lot of yards, but in true Bills fashion, JA showed up, Super
Yeah, he did.
JA,
Yeah, man.
and put us on his back and took us to victory. We had Milano went down, Bishop went
Again,
down,
again. Oh God.
secondary was depleted. We were playing with, second, third string guys because Rapp was out, Hamlin was out, Micah Hyde still ain't back, even though he's still practice squad right now. But overall, a dub's a dub.
Mm,
We're within striking distance now of Kansas City with Mahomes, being banged up.
hmm
They got to go into Houston next week with Carson Wentz, which I'll take that. Um, we just got to get healthy for that playoff run.
hmm
I think we'll be
hmm
all right.
Here's my thoughts on it, man. First of all, shout out to the Detroit Lions. They're obviously the number one team in the NFC right now. So
Yeah.
I don't wanna discredit them in any way, shape, or form. The Detroit Lions over the past few years have rebuilt their organization. They are one of, if not the premier team in the NFC. Like I said, they're
They're the North Star right now. And
for real. They are coached very well. They have a very, very talented quarterback. I said that on last week's show. I knew he was going to be a hell of a challenge for us. They have a dynamic running back duo. They have a really good receiver core. I know their defense is like riddled with a lot of injuries right now.
I think at
But
least 10
yeah, that's a lot, bro.
defensive
That's a lot.
starters,
It's a lot. It's a lot.
backups like injured.
And even with that said, they still gave us some run for our money, man. I
Mm,
think we started the game off very well. We scored on what our first three out of our first four drives. We scored.
yeah.
Um,
Before
but
the fucking commentator jinx with fucking
yeah, that always
Jim
happens.
Nance,
That
where he's
always,
like, "Yeah, the Bills haven't punted in 10 straight drives," and
yeah,
then boom,
yeah,
fucking punt.
yeah. It is what it is, man. But I will say this: I really feel like our defense has to figure something out, man. This is the second straight week we've given up 40 plus points.
Yeah,
And coming down to the end of the stretch, they just look tired, bro. I know we got a lot of injuries. Everyone's dealing with injuries right now, but our defense looks tired, man. Our secondary looks tired. I know we got to Jared Goff a few times today, but we just got to get it together. I think listen, if we don't get, I hate to say this, and I don't want to jinx us. If we don't get that first round bye this year, I think we're gonna be in trouble. I do,
I
man.
I think with the next coming weeks we'll be okay. We got a couple games, a couple easy ones where we can kind of coast. We can get some of those guys, you know, rested and
Mhm.
taking it easy. Maybe third, fourth quarter, they can take it off. We got the Patriots twice, and I
And the
believe,
Jets,
and the Jets.
right? Listen, next three games are division games, and these are not, they should be washes, but division games are never, they're
Right. They're
never
never
like
easy ones.
they're never a cakewalk. And there are no two teams who would love more than to fuck up our playoff aspirations and hopes than the Patriots and the Jets. There's no
100%.
two more. Like there's no teams that we could be facing more that would love to mess our shit up, bro. So I don't wanna sleep on them just yet. Because it's not exactly like they're not draft diving right now. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I don't know,
It's
man.
not a cakewalk.
It's
Yeah.
not necessarily a cakewalk, man. If we were going against the fucking, I don't know, the Raiders or some shit like that,
The
and then
Jags.
the Jags or maybe the Browns, maybe I'd be like, all right, I feel a little bit more comfortable. But even them, they got some pretty, good defensive talent on those
But
sides.
shout out to the Eagles for helping us out today.
Yes, thank
The
you, Eagles.
Steelers. Like little man, little Ose, he's an Eagles fan. So he's like, hey, Dad, we could play each other in the Super Bowl. I'm like,
Slow
be,
down, slow down, man. Slow
be
down,
easy.
slow down, bro.
Love the
Slow down,
enthusiasm,
slow
but
down, kid. Slow down, slow down.
chill out a little bit. Chill out a little.
Sorry. I'm sorry to the Steelers fans, my boy Benny, and my brother Damon. Well, I know he's salty right now, but they still in the thick of it, boys. And I don't know how much. So Friday, I went up against our boy Well in
I
Madden
was watching. I
25.
was watching.
And I broadcasted it live, and he thought I was doing the shit to try to embarrass him, which I wasn't trying to do. I was just trying to see how that shit worked because I had never done it before. But don't get me wrong, I was trying to run up the score on him. It didn't necessarily work out in my favor. Um, I fucked up.
It got turned around a little bit.
It got turned around just a little bit, man. I kind of fucked up there towards the end. But listen, it happens. He got a little bit more time on his hands than I do. I work hard. You know what I'm saying? He got time to be lollygagging and playing around and shit like that. I don't got that kind of time. All right. That's why he knows how to play that game so well, because that's all he do is he don't work at all. He just sit at home and play video games. I know he's gonna be mad
Teams
as
in the
fuck.
playoffs. We got to focus on what our team's doing.
Yeah, man, that's it, man. I ain't got time to be playing these childish games, man. That's why I'm not up on the Madden skills. That's why I don't play. You know what I'm saying? I don't be playing around with these. Like I was watching my son. If you got kids, man, and you watch these kids play these video games, my son had some friends over yesterday, and they was playing Fortnite, and I'm watching them watching them play, and this shit was like they were playing on 3 times speed, man. Shit was just happening, and I
Wild.
I couldn't even keep up. I couldn't even keep up, man. I'm like, yo, people was dying so fast. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is happening right now?
Like, where do you know that all this shit is? Like,
I don't know, man. I don't
I
know. It's
was
just
never a first person shooter game guy. Like, it wasn't really my thing. The double joystick, having a control, like the camera, like, wasn't my thing. But watching Little Os and the big guy, like, I'm like,
listen, man.
where
Nah,
the fuck did you guys learn this shit from?
nah, man. Nah. And you know, it shit bug me out, man. Like my son, he'll do like four straight uh games in Fortnite and win first place.
Mhm.
Very strategic. But then I asked him to go throw a load in the goddamn washing machine, and that shit's it's like
Fucking rocket science, too.
it doesn't compute. The other day I asked him to put a load in the washing machine. I told him like 20 minutes later to go check to see how much time was left. He said, "Yeah, there's 3 hours and 14 minutes left on the washing machine." I said, "What? How, that's not what? That's not even fucking possible." Yo, Dad, it says 3 hours and 14 minutes. I said, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, what am I gonna do?
Shit. I tell them, hey,
Oh
you
my
go
God.
throw out the garbage and shit, come back in the house, lock the front door,
Oh no.
screen
God
door.
forbid. God forbid.
Bro, 30 seconds later, he's sitting on the couch, front door wide open, screen door unlocked. I'm like, bro, it's wintertime. Lock that shit up, bro.
I don't get it, bro. How many times your kids, because my son does this all the time. We pull in the driveway, we all get out to come in the house. How do you leave your car door open? Like, I don't even understand how that shit is possible. You open the door to get out. You don't automatically know to close the door. And it's like,
See, I don't get that, but I
oh
get
my
like,
God.
oh, I forgot this in the car. Bro, you, I told you to grab that.
Listen, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Yo, my boy Ben sent me something, man. It was a post that said, about people that get offended when they hear the phrase when we say fuck them kids.
Mhm.
And generally that comes from people who don't have kids. And
Basically. Yeah.
he put it best. He goes, "Listen, for those of you who are offended by that phrase, fuck you and them kids. How about that?
Facts. Facts.
Straight up. Because only parents know. Only parents really know
Parents get it.
when
You
you
guys
get
get it.
when you get to that point where you're like, yo, I don't even want to know you exist anymore. How about that? How about you get the fuck out of my
Yeah.
face?
You didn't graduate already? You didn't move out the house?
Oh my
Don't get me
God.
wrong. I love my kids to
Of
death.
course. Of
But
course.
sometimes you just need a break.
Of course. Listen, if you're a real parent and you've never been to the point where your kids have done some shit and you just look at them and you say to yourself, if I could just choke the life out of you till you almost perish and get away with it, I just might do that. What the fuck is the matter with you? What is happening? And
God, look at
listen,
this. Look at this. Oh, wow.
listen,
Yeah.
listen, listen. And just to let y'all know, we don't fucking put our hands on our kids or nothing like that. We're not
Nope.
out here fucking, like some of these other degenerate parents doing some fucking crazy shit. But we're actual parents. We're real parents. So it's like, come on, man. Come on.
We're
What do you
involved in our kids' lives.
and
Like
I'm gonna give
there
you
all
guys
the
an
time.
example. I'm gonna give you guys an example. I'm talking about shit to the like parents on real parents don't understand this shit. When you're getting ready to go take your kids to an activity, right? And you say, all right, let's go. We're walking out the door. Grab your water bottle, right? And listen, hold on. They grab the water bottle and then they bring it in the car. And then guess what?
It's
There's
empty.
no there's no fucking water in it. Why?
Hey, grab your cleats, grab your pads.
Oh
Where's your
my
cleats and your
God.
pads?
Oh my God.
I forgot it.
Yo, one of his friends yesterday, we were leaving. I'm going to drop him off at home. Yo, bro, it was 14 degrees outside. The kid,
Freezing
the
yesterday.
kid, the kid came over with a hat, right? So we're leaving. We get in the car. Mind you, I told him I sent them outside first. I said, listen, the car's on, the door's open, go get in the car. I go, I put my shoes on, I go outside. They're running around outside like it's 70 degrees. I'm like, all right, let's go. Get in the car so we can leave. They get in the car. I look at his friend and I go, yo, where's your hat? He looks at me, he goes, oh. I was like, it's four. You mean to tell me you didn't realize you was outside with no hat on and it's 6 degrees out here?
Bro,
Go.
you remember those times? You remember growing up, being outside and being like, your parents being like, where's your jacket?
Oh
Where's
my
your,
God.
where's your sweater?
Oh God.
Fucking running around in a tank top, like fucking no shirt on. And it's like 12 degrees.
I'd like to think
I
when I
get it.
was a child I had more sense, but I can't ascertain as to if I was or if I wasn't. I'm pretty sure if I had my mother and father on the show, they'd be like, "Oh no, you did. Trust me, you did a lot of shit when you was young." That listen, y'all ain't here to detest that, so
I didn't
shut the
do
fuck
it.
up. It is what it is. All right. Listen, but again, y'all parents, y'all know what I mean, man. Y'all understand. Y'all understand the plight. Kids, they don't have no sense of awareness. Like yesterday, again, son had his friends over. Yo, man, they had a ball, bro. They had
Mhm.
my wife hooked them up a bunch of food. I even threw some shit on the grill for them. Yo, they was up and down in around the house playing video games. They was around with the damn VR set. Yo, they had the time of their life.
Living their best life.
My
Not
son
a
woke
care
up.
in the world.
My son woke up today. It was like 12 o'clock. He goes, uh, you think we could get some Buffalo Wild Wings? And I'm like, you, the fucking audacity, the fucking audacity, bro. And you know what, my dumbass, you know what I wound up
Looking to
going to get?
Buffalo Wild Wings. Yep.
I went to fucking, and listen, no, I didn't go because he wanted to go. Because after he said it and I finished cursing him out, like, get the fuck, no, you're not getting no fucking Buffalo. You know what happens? You sit on the couch and you start thinking about the shit so
You get that
much.
craving. Yep. You're like, you know what? I could go for some Buffalo Wild Wings. Not because he said he wanted to go, because I want to go.
Now I want
I'm a
some
grown ass
goddamn
man.
traditional Parmesan garlic wings, you son of a bitch. fucking,
Acid.
fucking little asshole. You know what I'm saying? And then you try to be spiteful and go and I get him some wings, then I get him the hottest fucking set of wings. And then he sit
Having
there,
a
he
blazing today.
get him the fucking blazing wings, and he sits there and he eats them like a champ. No, whatever, man. Whatever. It is what it is. How did we get so far off topic? Anyway,
So here, I'll bring us back.
yes, sir.
We had they crowned the Heisman Trophy winner last night.
Yes.
Shout out Travis Hunter,
Yeah.
two-way player from Colorado. But there was a little controversy with him, with his female companion,
Oh my God.
fiance, the um, Dion kind of telling her, "Hey, stand up. He just won. Everybody's clapping, like stand up, applaud." There was that, and then I guess later that night or the next day, um, he had a appearance, right? So he's out there taking pictures, all this stuff, and she's copping an attitude, sitting on the sofa waiting for him at this appearance because he's taking pictures. Oh, what? So I'm just gonna have to sit here all day? I guess I'll just sit here and do and just fucking wait for you, is what she said.
You see, I didn't see that part.
Yeah.
I didn't
I'll
see that
send you the
part.
video. I
I saw the
saw
one of him, you know, with the Deion Sanders thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. They're young. They're young. They're young, bro. They're young. I am gonna say this. If there are any lessons that's going to be need to be learned from his relationship with this young lady, for the sake of both of them, I hope they learn it sooner than later.
Yes.
I don't want this to
Before
turn out.
any,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't want anything bad to, you know what I'm saying? Because listen, I'm almost certain any and every older brother that's in his ear, and even I don't even just mean blood brothers. I'm talking about older dudes that are in his corner. I'm 100% sure they're all like, "Yo, listen, man.
You need to cut ties.
Right.
Mm.
I'm almost certain that he's hearing that shit more often than not. Okay, because one thing for sure and two things for certain, he's what, 22 years old now?
Think
He's a
so.
Heisman Trophy winner. He's about to get the crazy.
He's
He
about to go top three.
Yeah, he's gonna go top three. He's already getting paid. He's on the cover of video games. He's about to get the crazy bag in the NFL. Do you really want to
21. He's 21 years old.
listen, man? I'm gonna say this, man. Again, and shout out to him. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for all of the success that he's had. Um, I don't know, bro. It's hard for me to comment. I don't really like commenting on other people's relationships like that. I mean, outside of the fact that, you know, I mean, if he wasn't getting all of this all of this attention, would they even be in a relationship? I mean, he's talented as hell, outside of the fact that
When
he's
was when was the last time you saw a two-way player coming
right,
out to the NFL?
right, right, you know, right. And one who was as seemingly talented as he is, you know. But again, it's like one of those things, outside of his talent, I mean, he's ugly as hell. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, bro, like he's about to go off, man.
Yeah.
He's about to go off, yo. He's phenomenally. Not only is he talented, he has a good head on his shoulders.
Yes, he
You
seems
know,
like a very smart kid.
you don't see him getting in
Got his shit
trouble,
together. Yeah.
right? You don't see him getting in trouble. I'm not 100% sure what his family situation is. I did see that his mother was there. Uh, so it seems like he has a good support system. I know that his father, I think I read up upon something that his father couldn't be there or chose not to be there. His father was more or less like, yo, listen, I want to be there for like his key life moments, like for when he gets married and when he gets drafted, I want to be
Right.
there. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that. I respect that a lot. But
I mean, he's going top three, maybe to the Patriots at three right now, because you got the Giants. They need a QB. Raiders need a QB. So that should be Shador and Cam Ward top two, and then you got Patriots and Jags at four, three and
I
four.
mean, shit, don't the Patriots need a who do they have at quarterback right now?
They got the kid Gonzalez, and I think that's it.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know how much that's gonna help them. But
But they need, looking at this offensive tackle, inside offensive line, wide receiver, edge, corner.
right. He listen, again, he's going to he's not going to have any issues with money. He's not going to have any issues with being
Fame.
stable.
Yeah.
Right. He's not going to have any issues with that. If this chick is giving him any problems, he'd be best to cut her loose as soon as possible.
I do
Especially,
believe they've been together since high school, if I'm not mistaken.
mm,
I'll fact check that.
mm, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't. If it
I
was
do,
you,
I do believe they're engaged too. So
oh yeah, they are engaged. That's his
yeah.
fiance. So let me ask you a question. You in high school,
Mhm.
right? Are you trying to get into any committed relationships and you're projecting to be a superstar athlete? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that work, bro? How does that fucking work?
Always wanted to be a fucking super athlete, and in my head, at recess, you think you're fucking primetime Deion Sanders. Like I didn't have the work ethic, so my shit was nowhere near it. And I'm not 6'4". I'm not 6'4". I'm not 6'7". Like it wasn't in the cards for me. But as my grandmother used to say, you don't even know how to wipe your own ass yet. And like high school, like you making like, hey, sometimes it works. Sometimes you get those forever stories that, we
Yeah,
met in high school and we're together forever. That's not everybody's story.
right,
Like
right.
you can't bank on that. Like, yeah, we've been together since then. Like just because you have, it doesn't mean that you're right
So
for each other.
I'm gonna say this, and I kind of thought about this earlier. Um, I think Funk Flex was on the radio yesterday. He was talking about something, and you see a lot of these situations where these dudes they come into the league and they have a bunch of babies by chicks that they really ain't got no business having no kids by and all this other stuff. I really Here's my 2 cents in what it comes down to. And people could agree, they could disagree. Everyone has their opinions. Here's my little bit of fucking 2 cents in the situation. These majority of these dudes that you see, they come into the league. I'm gonna give you Zion Williamson, whatever the fuck his
Hmm.
name is,
Yeah, Zion
right?
Williams. Hmm.
Zion Williams. I'm gonna give you him as an example. You hear all of this off the court shit about him running down on chicks and getting these chicks pregnant and all this other stuff. Here's what I think is going on. You got these kids that are coming from these small town areas, right? They're the big fish in a little pond,
Hmm.
right? All of the top chicks in their area are sweating them. And they're probably running through these chicks. And you talking about chicks who are like at the max on a scale of 1 to 10, they're probably like solid sevens. I'm gonna give you maybe an
Seven,
eight.
5, 8. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a 7.58, right? Because when you're in high school, that's really all you dealing with these little chicks that they running around. They don't even know how to fucking wipe their coochie really yet. So it is what it is, right? Cool.
Mhm.
Then you jump fast forward to now you in the league with chicks that are like flying from Russia, Poland, Brazil, Spain, right?
Certified tens.
Certified 12s, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking about chicks, they coming from Canada, Toronto.
Hmm.
They coming from Miami, bro. Miami. Right? They coming from Miami. They sitting in the front row. Yeah, they got the top of the line BBL shit going on, bro. And you
Puerto
Zion,
Rico, Dominican
yo, bro.
Republic.
And you Zion Williams, or you a dude like him, and you just came from East New York, where you had the fucking you got chicks that look like fucking Nene Leaks and fucking Remy Ma
Look
and all
at
this kind of shit.
you remember Russell Wilson on draft night? That little blonde chick he had?
Right.
She
Even that,
she
bro.
thought she fucking hit the lotto that night.
Oh, come on. Could you imagine her? Right? Imagine her. And who's he with now? He's with fucking Sierra.
Sierra.
I mean, granted, Sierra, As
Brought
Corey,
all the boys to the yard, as they
listen,
say.
listen, as Corey Holcomb would say, Sierra, and these are not my words. I don't want to say this is what he would say verbatim, but as Corey Holcomb would put it, she's a leftover woman. Those are not my words, those are his. You can go back. But imagine the worst thing you could do is Sierra. Come on, bro. Come on, man. And this is what I'm saying. Like these dudes, they're not schooled to the game, bro. Like these, they get told, yo, man, you gotta watch out for these chicks. But you don't know, man. You don't know.
Until you're in that
You don't
situation,
know,
you don't
bro.
know what it is.
You don't know. You don't know. You coming from a situation. If you had a girlfriend in high school, she worked at the
Dairy
local
Queen and
Dairy
shit.
Queen or Stewart's gas station. Now, fast forward a year later, you got a chick instant messaging you that looked like fucking a prime Jennifer Lopez or Cardi B in her
Pam
heyday.
Anderson
Oh,
back in
come
the
on,
day
bro. Come
for the
on.
old
Come on.
cats.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. And then you wonder why they getting caught up getting these chicks pregnant. Come, are you serious? This is why that shit happens.
Mhm.
I don't give a
You're
fuck
not in
what.
Kansas anymore, homeboy.
Listen, I don't give a fuck what OG you got in his ear talking about. Yeah, listen, Playboy, you gotta watch out for these chicks. All right, listen, that's all said and good until they in the Marriott hotel and it's 1 o'clock in the morning and all they hear is, and they go to answer the door and it's a chick standing there in a trench coat with nothing on under it but but her birthday suit. All that shit is going right out the window.
Right out the window.
That shit is going right out the window,
I'm
dude.
right inside.
Yeah. Oh, I just wanted to know if I could come in and we can talk. Right.
Right.
Right. That's all he does. That's all. Then what happened? 6 months later on ESPN.
You
Yeah,
fucking hitting
second.
TMZ in a second.
Zion Williams had got his look at Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill had 9 kids in the span of 7 weeks. That's impossible.
He's
Anyway,
trying to catch up to Cromartie. Cromartie got like 10 kids. Same thing with
bro.
fucking, well, Philip
Listen,
Rivers is with his wife. He's got like nine at
come on,
least.
bro. Come on, man. Come on. But listen, man, this is what happens with these young athletes. So you can't be surprised, man. You can't be surprised. And I just want to touch back on, have you been keeping up on what's going on with Remy Ma and Papoose? Have you been
Yes, I've been keeping him. Fucking Clarissa Shields. Yep.
see, not even the Clarissa Shields aspect, because I'm not too privy on what's going on with that. Maybe you could fill me in.
Hey, yo.
Pause.
Pause.
Yeah, that shit sounded wild. That shit sounded wild. I just played myself by saying that. I just want to touch on this topic just for a hot second. Papoose, while Remy Ma was locked up, would go and visit her, what, 3, 4 times a week over the course of X amount of years that she was locked up. She gets out, and also this is alleged as far as I know. I don't know
Right.
the ins and out. Apparently, she was sleeping with this other dude behind his back, and the whole shit blew up. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, bro. Because shit like that happens all the time. How many times you hear a fucking dude be locked up, chick holding him down on the outside, making sure his bills, his kids is taken care of. He get
She
out.
out there getting banged out on the outside.
Come on, bro. It happens all the time, man.
Well,
Just
apparently, he's been messing around with Clarissa Shields.
oh, he got a type then.
That's what's going around.
Oh, he got a type.
Yeah.
Okay. he
And
got
Remy
to
Ma ain't happy about it. I'm like, well, you ain't gonna fight Clarissa Shields. That ain't gonna happen.
well, listen,
I mean,
listen,
you could try, I
listen.
guess.
I'm gonna say this. She's not gonna fight Clarissa Shields, and I don't think it would be in Clarissa Shields' best interest to go and try to step to Remy Ma either, because
Right. Terror Squad.
Remy Ma is notorious. Like she will, she gonna have something on her. I'm just gonna say that, bro. She ain't gonna shoot the fade. She's not.
You ain't the only woman in Terror Squad because you cool. You know what I mean?
Word
Like
up. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. We'll see how this shit plays out, man. Shout out to Papoose. He's a phenomenal MC, man. Uh, I've listened to his shit growing up for decades now. Black love, man. Black love, bro. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, man? What else is going on in the world today? You got some other scores.
you got the drone shit going on.
Man, I don't know what the fuck is happening with that. I keep on seeing these little articles about these
I see it
drones flying
everywhere.
around, and you seen them? Have you seen them?
I haven't seen them. I've heard they're around us as well. I've seen people putting up pictures, but what can you believe? Like you go on Twitter or X now, and is it true? Is it not true? Like
Who the fuck
being
knows, bro?
swindled? Like you don't know what to believe nowadays.
You don't. You don't. For all we know, this is fucking I don't know. They probably testing some shit out, and as usual, we the test subjects. And
Basically.
listen, maybe it is aliens. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe the aliens are finally like, all right, we've had enough.
Yeah.
It's enough of this.
ET showing up next week,
Yeah.
right after Christmas.
Listen, humans, we've watched enough of y'all chopping your dicks off and fucking throwing bombs across the ocean and all this other shit. Now we're here to regulate. And what are we gonna do? What are we really gonna do if some aliens just drop down in our front yard and like, yo, listen, we here and what's up?
We ain't doing shit.
Pull your pants down so I can shove this probe up your ass. What you gonna do, man?
No, thank you, sir. No, thank you.
All right, let's see how that works out. An
Right,
alien,
right.
fucking 8'7" alien, talk about yo. Listen, one of his long ass Shaquille O'Neal fingers talking about yo. Listen, turn around and they're not even gonna say it. They're gonna say it directly in your fucking brain. I'm like, listen, turn around and bend over. I'm like, huh? Oh my god! All right, I'll
I
give
have
you
a
what you
license. Want to see my license?
do. You want me to take you to your lead to my leader? No, I want you to pull your pants down so I can see what's up your ass. What? I'm gonna just take you to the president.
Washington, D.C.
No, turn around and bend over. God damn it. No, well, listen, you're gonna be asked out, bro. What you gonna do? Ain't shit you gonna do.
Literally and figuratively. You're gonna be asked.
You can imagine that your fucking wife and kids come out, see you bent over the car with a fucking 9 foot alien shoving his finger up your ass. Oh
Fucking
shit.
driving down the street. Is that Fred? The fuck?
Oh man, I'm gonna try to help you out, bro. I'm gonna do my best, bro. I'm gonna shoot him in his back like 3 times, and if don't nothing happen, I'm gonna have to keep driving, bro. It's not
I
ain't no
tried.
sense,
I
ain't no
tried.
sense, ain't no sense in both of us getting sodomized by an alien. Fuck it.
Use the baby oil.
I'm gonna do the next episode. The left side of the screen just gonna be blank. Well, hey, listen, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry to say, Oso ain't gonna be here no more.
Remember that time we talked about the alien? That shit happened.
Man, yeah, Oso done got fucked up. Fucking got alien jelly all up his ass. Fucking Diddy aliens coming down. Anyway, we fucking again. We too far, of course.
We digress. We digress.
And we digress, man. I don't know, man. I'm trying to see what the fuck else we keeping track with, man. Again, we want to shout out to everybody who's been, keeping up with us, man. And y'all been hanging in there with us, and we appreciate
Hey,
that,
man, we
bro.
appreciate you guys.
Shout out to the families, man. Shout out to
You ready for Christmas? Right around the corner. Are you a last second shopper? You already got your stuff ready to go?
I'm mostly done with my Christmas shopping. I am a very good last minute gift shopper. But I think I'm pretty much done, man. I'm
Yeah,
pretty much done.
we are. We still got to get shit together.
Damn, y'all ain't start nothing yet?
We ain't start shit yet. We know what we want to get and what's in store. We just got to go and make shit happen.
Listen, man. And I appreciate you for holding it down, man. For those of y'all who don't do the same thing, like if y'all want to like hide gifts and shit like that, you got to get them sent to other people's house and whatnot. Also, I appreciate y'all.
Bro,
Ho-
it took me a second because I forgot we had that conversation, right? So Big Ghost hits me up. And he's like, "Yeah, some stuff got to the house." I was like, "What? I didn't order anything." I start looking through my phone. Did I order something? Like while I was half asleep, like 3 in the morning,
yeah.
you're death scrolling because you can't fall back out. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, it says Lara Negro." I was like, yep."
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say, yeah, I've been putting fucking dumbass names. I've always done that, man. I put dumbass names on shit that I send to people's house so they don't you know, so they'll kind of get the hint. But yeah, man, I'd say I'm about 70% done. So for those of y'all who don't know the tricks of the trade when you're doing holiday shopping, you got to split it down into two categories. Who are you going to see before Christmas and who are you going to see after Christmas?
Yep.
If you were going to see people after Christmas, majority, let's say after the new year, then you got an extra few weeks. Don't feel like you have to
You don't
buy
gotta get it all at
everything.
once.
Yeah, you
Yep.
don't got to buy it all at once. Come on, use your head, goddamn it.
Who are you seeing that day?
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
Who you seeing that day, maybe a few days leading up, if you're going to
Mhm.
give some coworkers some stuff and all this other stuff, whatever. But
Do you
come
do the
on.
coworker gifts?
You know what's fucked up, man? I always say, nah, I'm not going to do it.
Mhm.
But then, like a day or two before, sometimes what'll happen, they'll get me a gift, and I'm like, God damn it! Now we gotta go and fucking get something. And it always winds up being something like last minute or some shit like that. But even with that, I'm pretty good at giving the coworkers gifts. I try not to go too overboard and no shit like that. Because then it's always fucked up, and you feel bad. Like you go, don't be that person. You go and you give all the people in your office a gift, and you don't get shit. Have you ever had that happen to you?
I don't give shit to nobody at work. Nobody. I go in, I do my job, and I'm out.
Yeah, you're a fucking savage, bro. Do you get gifts?
One of the coworkers that I work with does cookies,
That's cool. That's
so
cool.
that's about
Damn,
it.
bro, where the fuck do you work at? A concentration camp that y'all don't exchange gifts?
We don't exchange gifts, nah, man.
God damn, that's fucked up, man. Not even a secret Santa or white elephant or no shit like that.
I, hey, no
Oh,
elephants,
yeah,
man.
no elephant, no
No
elephant,
elephants.
no elephants.
Um, I mean, I've done it in the past in like where I used to work, but
Hmm.
where I'm at now, I've been here for almost 10 years now.
Hmm.
We don't do the gift shit and the birthday shit, none of that.
Yo, I want to say this, man, and I want to say it while we're on topic. I know it has nothing to do with Christmas, what I'm about to say.
Mhm.
This, I want to say this for anyone who thinks it but can't say it. I want you to clip this part out, post it to your status, send it to whoever you might feel like needs to hear it, Um, because it needs to be said. If you are the kind of person who goes to work and heats up your lunch and you heat up fish in the public microwave that everyone is supposed to use,
Get the fuck out.
you're a fucking asshole.
Asshole.
I'm going to say it again for those in the back who didn't hear it. If you are the kind of person who heats up seafood in a microwave in an office or a space that is for the public to use,
It don't even got to be seafood. Indian food, like
listen,
shit that the smell ain't going out right away.
right,
Yeah.
listen, you're an asshole,
Hmm.
okay? And you're selfish.
Yep.
There's no one that heats up seafood that doesn't sting. And first of all, I'm allergic to seafood. Period. And I'm not even just saying that for myself. You don't walk into a fucking office lounge on area or somewhere where people heat up food and it's just like, oh, that shit just smacks you in the face. Yo, come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on with that shit, bro.
You suck. You're an asshole.
Like, what the fuck is that about?
Yep.
Do you have no.
Fucking come in with tuna fish. Fucking stink up the whole goddamn office.
Listen, man.
Nah.
Listen. Can we not do that?
Yeah.
Can we not do that anymore as a public? Like, come on.
Word.
If you had a bomb ass seafood dinner at home and you think to yourself, oh, I'm going to pack this for lunch tomorrow, don't do it.
You know where it should stay? At home.
Don't do it. How about that? How
Yep.
about we not do that? Please. Please and thank you.
Yep. Facts.
Okay. I digress. And you know what? I'm going to start thinking about certain shit again, like things that happen that like everyday working people do. Here's another thing. If someone is eating lunch and minding their own business, here's a thought. Don't start a conversation with that person,
Leave them the fuck alone.
especially if you have like a timed lunch. Like I know some people still work at places, they got like a 30-minute lunch or 40, which I think is fucked up. If you got working somewhere where you got lunch for 30 minutes, you need to quit because there ain't shit you could do in 30 minutes. There's not a damn thing that you could do in 30 minutes. I think that shit is fucked up. Anyway, but even in that case and scenario, I don't give a damn how much time that you have. If you're somewhere and you have a time lunch and you see somebody eating lunch, they're minding their business and they're chilling. I don't care what you have to ask them. Unless you're getting ready to tell them, listen, the building is on fire and we have to go right now, leave them the fuck alone, at least until their fucking lunch break is over.
Facts.
Stop doing that.
My one of my biggest pet peeves. You're on lunch, right? It's everybody's lunchtime in the building. Where I work, they got a cafeteria, all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a college, right? So everybody has lunch at the same time. Don't come to my office asking me for help at fucking lunchtime. I'm not fucking doing it. I eat lunch in my office. That's what I do. I don't like being around people. I like chilling in my office. I'll throw on a video or whatever, talking to wifey, whatever it is. Do not come to my office and ring the bell outside asking for help because that shit's gonna ring. I'm not answering it.
Yo, yo,
Not doing it.
I think as a humanity, we have lost a sense of boundaries at some point. Some point we've lost a sense of bound. Like some people they call in and asking for favors that are out fucking rageous. First of all, have respect for my time. Same
Word.
thing what he said about lunch. If we're all leaving for the day in 5 or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, don't come to me with no dumb shit. Don't ask me to do anything.
If I'm in my car in the parking lot, I don't know you.
Yeah, for real.
You know how
Come on.
many times people will be, "Oh, hey, can I ask you a question?" No, no, you can't. I don't know you. I will sit in my car if I see you standing outside my window waiting for. I, I'm, I'm not talking to you right
Man, listen, man, listen, bro, listen, and you know, and for the people that I worked with that might listen to this, 98% of the people that I work with, and the few percent that know that this doesn't apply to them, I'm sure they're not gonna think nothing of it. 98% of the people that I work with, if you call me outside of work hours, I'm not picking up the phone.
now. Nope.
I ain't picking up the phone. If you text me, I might answer you tomorrow. And then when you see me, like, yo, I sent you a text. Did you see it? Yeah, I saw it. And what's up now? Like, what's up?
Mhm.
Stop doing that, man. Stop messaging people outside of fucking work hours.
Asking them fucking work questions. Your password reset? I don't care. You're locked
Listen,
out of your machine? Cool. It's 8:15. When
bro.
I clock in at 8:30, we could talk.
And
8:15?
listen, just because it's an emergency to you, don't think that that negates the fact that I'm on my personal time. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I'm
Yep.
sorry. Figure it the fuck out. And listen, don't ask me about no shit that I can't take care of while I'm home that you could have easily waited to ask me while we at work.
Yep.
Yo, I know it's Saturday, but do you think Monday you could listen? Don't even play yourself.
Yep.
Because now I might be fucking spiteful and just not do the shit at all anyway, because you disrespected my fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, come on.
Respect people's time, man.
Respect people time, bro. Respect it, because it's time is finite.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna get that time back that I have 15 minutes on a fucking Saturday or Sunday talking to you about some shit that I can't help you with. I don't want to help you figure nothing out.
Hmm.
I don't. I'm sorry, but I don't.
You lost your file? Oh man, that sucks.
Come on,
Look how much I care. Look,
come on, man. Come on, come on, man. And I know somebody either A needs to hear this or B, they feel like this and they want other people to know how they feel. Again, feel free to cut this segment out and post it and share it with people so they know how you feel.
shit, if it's during work hours, I will do my best to help you out.
100%.
100%.
100%, bro.
After? Nah, B. Before? Nah.
People are just fucking inconsiderate, man. So you know what? If you're gonna be inconsiderate with my time, watch this shit. Watch this. Uh I'll holler at you later. How about that?
Yep.
Okay? How about that? So, with that said, I think we are about ready to hit the question segment of our show.
Question time.
Question time, right? Um, I want to get to this question first because this question was sent to me urgently and directly. So I want to make sure I
Heard there
get
was a question that came to you that you did not bring up. Someone brought that to my attention that they sent you a question
hold on a second because
about
I
a
think I'm
gremlin.
hold on a second. I think I know who you're talking about. I think I know exactly who you're talking about. And somebody got some money coming to me too, but I ain't gonna get into that right now. That's
You
a
want to bet
motherfucker.
that?
Say again.
How did you do? We haven't given our fantasy update, our fantasy football update. It's playoff season. Top four are in the playoffs. There's consolidation playoffs going on right now as well. But your boy Os is he's in the playoffs, top four. our boy fan as well. Are you in? Are you in the competitive playoffs or are you in consolidation playoffs?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear shit you said for the past 2 minutes. What did you say?
Are you in competitive playoffs right now in our fantasy league? Or are you in consolidation playoffs? Where are you at right now?
So here was the question. It was a question that was sent. Yo, Os, you got to fix your microphone, man. I don't think me or the people can hear anything that you're
They
saying.
can't hear it. All right.
No,
I'll
I
show the
don't think
standings
anybody.
later. I'll show the standings later.
I don't think anybody here or can give a fuck about your childish fantasy football league. Grow up, man. And anyone out there who plays fantasy football, grow the fuck up and get a life. Okay? That's all I got to say about that.
If I'm not mistaken, there was a certain person that told me, I'm gonna kick your ass in fantasy football this year. If I'm not mistaken.
Well,
Did my mic cut off? Can you hear me?
sounds like you need to take it up with that person because I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. Okay? Grow up, bro. Grow the fuck up. How about that?
You're not here for childish fantasies, right?
Here for the childish fantasy football games. What you dorks who out there playing fucking fantasy football, all right? Get your life together. Okay? All this
Sounds
shit
like an
going on.
eighth place person to me.
All this shit going on in the world, y'all worried about fantasy football. Do you realize that there are drones outside getting ready to anally probe us? Y'all sitting here talking about fucking fantasy football, you bastard. Anyway, so this question I got a few weeks ago. Would a man spend $100 for a lap dance from a beautiful Dominican or get a free one from an ugly bitch? I don't want to say gremlin because um, if you at a strip club, spend $100. Okay, spend $100. Just get that shit out the way. All right, like let's. Life is too short for you to be wasting your time with
That's
tomfoolery.
just shit. You don't need that. You
Okay,
don't need that negative energy in your life.
I hope that answered your question to the person who sent me that question. Again, all of these questions are anonymous. I don't share where these questions come from because it's none of your fucking business. You know, just
You know who
enjoy
you
the
are.
question. Yeah, you know who you are. Just enjoy the question being answered. Okay. This next question, I want to try to word it correctly. Give me a second, bro, because I want to make sure I don't want you to hear the voice. All right. Because
You got you.
give me 1 second, bro. Okay. So I'm gonna summarize this question. I don't want to. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't think I need to read it verbatim. So your woman goes out with a group of friends, right? They're at a bar or a lounge or a restaurant, so to speak. Okay, and it comes time for them to pay the bill, and the waiter comes to them and they tell them, "Listen, your bill was already taken care of by someone." First part of the question, do you would you want your woman to find out who took care of the bill, or would you want her to rescind the offer and say, listen, nah, we're gonna pay for our own bill? How would you want your woman to handle that? That's the first part of the question.
I mean, my I trust my lady. So I know, hey, a free meal's a free meal. If a dude wants to spend the money thinking he's like grand,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know, hey, nothing happened here, bro.
All right. I'm just gonna get to the thick of it. Okay.
Mm.
When it comes to dudes, dudes don't do something for nothing. Okay. If a guy is gonna buy a drink for you or he's gonna pay a meal for you, especially if he don't know you, he's at least going to expect. I want to be heavy on the expect. He's at least going to expect you to give him time for something, right?
Right. He's
Either
gonna
he's
try to
trying to,
holler at
right,
you.
right,
Something.
right,
Mhm.
right. He's gonna try to talk to you, or or something. Unless because you do have these dudes out there. Unless the motherfucker's just a simp, and he's like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm a pay for her food, right? And I think it varies on the type of woman that you're dealing with. If you're dealing with the type of woman who is going to be easily impressed by something like that,
Mhm.
you're gonna have a problem.
Yep.
You're gonna have a problem. If you have a woman who's easily like, oh my gosh, yo, who's this motherfucker? Who paid for, oh my God, bro? That shit was like $300. And this dude just paid for a bill. Yo, who was that? Oh my God. Yeah, you're gonna have an issue.
Mhm.
But I would hope that you would have a woman who, when the waiter told her that, like, yo, listen, somebody already took care of your bill. Here's how I would expect or hope my woman or a woman in that situation to react. Matter of fact, you be the waiter. I want you to be the waiter and break the news to me that someone has paid for my group of friends' bill.
Hello. Just wanted to let you know you ladies don't have to take care of anything. This bill is taken care of. Um,
Are you
the meal and drinks, everything was all set.
are you serious?
Yes, yes, everything's all set.
Shit, let me get the
You
fuck
guys
out of
are
here.
good.
Let's grab your bag.
Pack,
Let's go.
pack,
Let's get the
pack your
fuck out
shit.
of
Let's
here,
go.
bro. Shit. I don't even listen. Whoever was, tell him I said thank you and have a good night. We getting the fuck out of here.
Yep.
That's it. Get in the car and peel the fuck off. That's it. That's
Yep.
it. That's how you handle that situation. If you're in
Hmm.
a relationship with somebody you married, that's how you handle that right there.
Hmm.
Okay?
Free meal. Hey, babe,
Free meal,
we got
word.
free food tonight.
Yo, we out of this motherfucker. Let's go. That's it. That's it. There's no ifs, ands, or but. That's the only way to handle that situation. Anything outside of that, you are placating to the fact that somebody's trying to get your attention.
Hmm.
And that's where you get into trouble. Once you start getting into like, oh well, who was it?
Who
Who
was it?
said that?
Oh, we'd like to go over and say thank you. No, you
Nah,
don't.
nah, nah, nah. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Mm-mm.
Fuck that. Nah, nah, we good. I don't give a fuck.
Hmm.
Now, now, if my woman comes home and tells me, yo, baby, yo, we was out to eat and somebody paid for our bill, and then what your man gonna go, yo, what wait, time out. What? Who paid for your meal? And you tell your man, shit, I couldn't tell you because as soon as the waiter said that, we left the motherfucker. I wouldn't even tell you who did it. I
Yep.
got in the car and fucking left. But now if you start getting into shit where it's like, yo, who paid for your meal? And you sitting there telling your man, oh, well, it was this dude. He was
His
there.
name was Jeremy,
Yeah,
and he
his name
was
was that.
Fortune
And
500.
listen, man, I don't want to hear that shit.
Mm-mm.
I don't want to hear that shit. Because that means you too invested. And you got too invested in that
You gave
situation
him
there.
too much of your time.
Yeah, nah. We good. We good. I don't want to hear all that shit. But if my woman come and tell me, yo, listen, I couldn't tell you who the fuck did it because as soon as the waiter said that, I fucking grabbed my bag and expeditiously left that motherfucker. I left that motherfucker like the road runner. As soon as he said that, and I peeled off of that motherfucker.
Mhm.
Okay, that's it. That's it. Let me see if I can remember the second part of it. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, well, yeah, I guess the second part of the question was, the flip side of the scenario, and I think that uh that works for both sides of the coin.
Hmm.
If I'm somewhere and someone pays for my meal, I'm not asking no questions, dog. I'm just getting the fuck out of there. Unless I'm
Thanks.
single. Unless I'm single. If I'm single, of course, I'm like, I might be curious. You know, we were out to eat not too long ago, and we was in a group setting. We were in a group. We were in a big group setting. It was at least maybe like 10 of us, 12 of us, or something like that. And we all started taking out cash. We all put the cash in the middle of the table. And the waitress said, "Oh no, y'all's bill was already taken care of." And this was all married couples that was there. And a few of the people were like, "No, who paid? Who paid? And oh my God, who paid?" You know what I did? I snatched my money out the middle of the motherfucking table and was like, "All right, we out of this motherfucker.
That's
There's no
right.
fucking questions.
Yeah.
What?"
It's paid for. I didn't have to come out of pocket.
Hey,
Let's
listen,
go.
that's all you needed to tell me.
Mhm.
I wouldn't give a fuck who paid this motherfucker.
Drinks at the crib. Let's go.
That's it. That's it. You could give me back my fucking $60, $80 that I put in the middle of the table. I'm good.
Hmm.
Somebody paid. That's all I need to know. I ain't asking no
Right.
questions. I'm not asking no questions. I don't need no explanations. I don't need you to point anybody out. A word, say less. I'm out of here.
Tell them thank you and
Shit, you
let's
ain't even
win.
got to tell them that much. I ain't got to say thank you because I didn't ask you to do the shit.
Right. That's true.
And if they do point them out, oh, that it was that. Oh, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, good. You're good. Listen, it is
Good
what it is.
looks.
It is what it is, man. I think that's where people they start to get in those murky waters, man. It's when you start entertaining the shit that starts to get you in trouble.
Hmm. Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? When you start entertaining these courtesies and these people doing shit like that, that's where you start to take these dark turns. And again, I will say for the most part, like I said in the beginning, for the most part, men, they don't do something for nothing.
Hmm.
And ladies, I'm
There's an
dropping the jewel.
ulterior motive.
There's an ulterior motive. Ladies, I'm dropping the jewel here. 99% of the time, let me clean it up a little bit. A dude that doesn't know you, let me label it like that. A dude that doesn't know you does not do something for nothing. Like for example, if I'm out with my wife and I'm out with O's wife and we somewhere and we're eating and I'm gonna cover the bill because that's family.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But if I'm out with Oso and it's a chick across the bar or some shit like that, and I tell a waiter, yo, send her a drink. I'm not just doing that because I'm fucking tip top Magoo. I'm fucking
Right.
what?
You're fucking
No.
the $1 million man.
Nah,
Not
come on,
me.
man. Come on, come on, come on, come on, bro. Unless you a supreme sucker out here doing some shit like that, you're not doing that shit for no reason.
Right.
It's always an end game. And listen, we've all been there. We all do. We've all been there. Women too.
Yep. It works
Women
both
too.
ways.
It
Mhm.
works both ways. And dudes, I'm gonna let you know those women who you work with and all of this other shit. Oh, I bought you some food. Man, listen, bruh,
Swerve me with that shit.
bro. If you at work or you somewhere and a woman brings you some food, I don't give a fuck what she tells you. That's a clear indication
Mm-hmm.
that she's trying to, I don't give a fuck how nice she thinks she is. You can ahead and eat that shit if you want to. And that's it. I hope that answered the question.
If that didn't answer the question, you got bigger problems.
Yeah, for real. Um, okay, like I did last week, I know that those especially that second question that is fell into the category of relationship. I got another relationship question here. Uh, oh. What are your thoughts on soulmates? Do you think that's a real thing, or do you think that's overrated? Uh, yeah, I think so. Having a soulmate is a real thing. I I do. Now, this might be a little controversial. I think it's possible to have more than one soulmate. I do. I do.
Would
I
it be a
think.
soulmate then, or a kindred spirit?
Hmm. Um. Damn, bro, that's a good question.
Because a
I don't.
soulmate, that's that forever love. You know, that's that once in a lifetime, that that missing rib, whatever the case, however you want to define it. I would say more of the kindred spirit,
Hmm.
if more than one.
So let me ask you a question.
Hmm.
Let's say you have a couple who's married for 25 years,
Hmm.
right? For some unforeseen incident, one of them end up passing away.
Hmm.
Should that person cease looking for love ever again, seeing as how they've lost that soulmate? Or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you think there's never again at some point that they could find somebody who's like, I don't want to say replace that person, but that could fill that void of love? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think there can be. I don't want to say to replace that love, right? Maybe a different type of
hmm,
love, but if it's your soulmate and that's the one for you, like it's a different level of it. You know,
hmm,
if that makes sense, like that just puts winds in your sails a different way. Like
right.
maybe this person's they make you feel a similar, but not that same way, if that makes sense.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's I'm not gonna lie, that's a tough question to answer because you know what kind of bugs me out? Like you see these scenarios of like people who are together with somebody for 20, 30, 40 plus years and then all of a sudden they decide to separate. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Like it was just like, all right, they feel like their relationship has run its course. So I don't know, like were you guys just occupying space this whole time with each other? Was it actually your soulmate? You know, because 20 plus years is a long time to be with somebody for you to not feel like they're your soulmate or for you to not share some kind of
So maybe they fell in that category of the kindred spirits as opposed to the soulmate.
hmm, hmm. No, that's a wild question. So to answer the question, in my opinion,
Mhm.
uh, I do think that I do think it's real. I do think having a soulmate is real. Do I think it's the end all be all? I wouldn't agree. I do think it's real though. I know Os feels different, but that's why you guys ask these questions because you want these answers.
Hey, that's why we're here.
And that's why you got. Okay. Should couples have relationship rules or does that set up the relationship for failure? Um, hmm. I think it depends on what kind of rules you're talking about. like like I touched on it a little bit earlier. Like I know my wife was very big on this. Like when we first got together,
Mm,
she was really big on like, yo, listen, I know you like to be funny. I know you like to talk and joke. I know you talk and joke with other women. I don't expect it to be nothing serious. But no matter what you do, don't ever eat another woman's food. And I've always abided by that. You
mhm.
know what I'm saying? Like that's one key thing to me. You know?
Right.
Uh I guess it depends on what the rules are. You know, like if you have rules in your relationship where it's like you don't want your partner talking to somebody of the opposite sex or something like that, you are kind of setting yourself up for failure.
Right. Maybe not rules, but boundaries. There should be healthy boundaries in a relationship.
I think if you set up rules in your relationship that are rooted from your insecurities, then I absolutely think you are setting it up for failure.
That makes sense.
You know, like don't make up any rules in your relationship that's like shit based upon things that you
You
have
can't
issues with.
talk to anyone named
Yeah.
James. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah, shit
shit
like
like
that.
that. I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Because then it's
Mhm.
like
It's
not,
personal.
yeah. Because then not only is like that person that you have that you are gonna have that person battling your demons, which I think is very unfair.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that, man. Let's see what else. I don't know if I asked this question before. Do you believe in keeping certain aspects of your past private in a relationship, or should everything be on the table? Uh, I'm gonna be honest. I'm okay with not knowing everything, and the only reason I say that is at the end of the day, man, what you don't know can't hurt you. But there's a caveat. As long as you can make sure this isn't something that's gonna show up X amount of years later,
Right.
like if you getting in a relationship with me and you got kids out there that I don't know about,
Right. That's what I was gonna say. Like, hey, here's my kid. You know,
right?
like you can't hide that. Like
Or
that's not
if you hook up with a chick and she never told you that her ex is doing 40 years for fucking murder or capital murder or some shit like that, and unbeknownst to you during the course of your relationship, she's been keeping in contact with this dude, writing them letters and all of this other shit. And
putting
guess
money on
what?
his books.
Guess what? This motherfucker done made parole. And now, guess what? He's showing up at your door like fucking Snoop Dogg and Baby Boy.
Right. He's sleeping on your couch.
Sleeping on your fucking couch. Then that might be a problem.
Yeah.
It might be something that needs to get addressed beforehand. But I'm okay with some stuff getting kept private. Again, as long as it's not gonna hurt you.
Right.
Like, don't get into a fucking relationship with me and not tell me that you have herpes or some shit like that.
Right.
Cause
Don't stay positive with me.
fucking do this. Oh my god, man! Like be reasonable with the shit that you keep private. I think
I'd
that's
agree
the
with
only
that.
rule with that. Okay. All right. This next one, I guess this is a kind of like an ethical kind of question. If your best friend admitted to you to cheating on their partner, would you tell their partner or stay loyal to your friend? I mean, I think that question is kind of obvious. I'm not gonna rat my friend out. Like, what kind of shit is that?
Right.
Like, who the fuck is doing that?
Right. That's not your place. You know what I mean? Like, hey, so and so. Like you give him advice like, hey, guy, get your shit together. You know, like
Uh, I don't know. That's listen. If you got a friend out there that's out there doing shit like that to you, then that's probably not your friend.
right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, granted, you shouldn't be out there doing no fuck shit and putting people in
In
compromising
shitty
positions
ass
anyway.
situations like that, right?
Yeah, but come on, let's be reasonable here. Uh,
You putting your friend in that situation, that goes to back to what we talked about before. You an asshole. Yeah.
right. Now, another part of this question, if you found out that your friend's partner was cheating on them, would you tell your friend?
Ooh,
That's a little more intriguing.
that's yeah.
Now, I want y'all to think about this. For any brothers that's out there listening, any sisters that's out there listening, if you found out that your homegirl's man was cheating on her, are you gonna tell your homegirl? And fellas, like, are you gonna tell your boy that you saw his girl out there doing them dirty? Like, are you gonna let them know what you saw? Uh, fuck, man.
Damn. How close are y'all?
It's your boy. That's your boy. That's your fucking man's. Like, that's your ace. That's your fucking ace boon coon right there. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna let you know. I've had that happen before,
Hmm.
where I've seen some shit, man. Um, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, don't go into too much
Nah,
detail.
nah, nah.
Blow
Yeah, yeah.
no
I'm not gonna
spots.
do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna. But I'm gonna say this. I'll tell you what I've done in the past. I've made sure that she knew that I know,
Hmm.
right? I, I'm gonna say this. In none of those in that situation, it never lasted. You know what I'm saying? And when I say it never lasted, like they never went anywhere.
Hmm.
And I thank God it never got to a point where like if she wound up getting pregnant or some shit like that, and it was up in the air, would I have said something?
You dropping the dime?
Holy shit. Yo, why you got me just answering? What are you doing, motherfucker? You sitting
I'm
there,
just I'm just saying you were answering. I was letting you go.
man. Oh man. What am I gonna do? He- So for those of y'all who are probably wondering why it's taking me so long to answer, right? The reason it's taking me so long to answer is this. There have been situations where, and females especially, y'all can attest to this. You have expressed your concerns and beliefs to a homegirl or something like that about somebody that she's been in a relationship with, and it has done nothing but fuck up your friendship with that person. If I go and tell my boy, like, yo, listen, man, your chick out here running the streets, how am I gonna feel if he turn around and he like, nah, whatever, or even worse, he go and shit blow up, right?
Mhm.
And then they get back together, or he stay with her, some shit like that. And
Right.
that shit happens a lot. That shit happens a lot. Yo, that shit happened with me. Yo, Jay, yo, listen, man. James, when we were younger, the
Mhm.
girl that I got with, even before, yo, bro, even before me and this girl got into a relationship, Jay used to tell me, yo, you know she a pop, right? Like, yo,
I think he mentioned that on the show
yo,
when he was on. Yeah.
yo, he said,
Yep.
yo, you know she be out here running the streets, right? And you know what I said? Yo, I don't care, man. I don't care.
Right.
I'm in love. I was fucking 14 years old and yo, bro, she was out there, dog. Out there, out there. And what happened? I didn't listen.
Right.
I didn't listen. So I don't
I
know,
mean,
bro.
if you give the advice, you give the, hey, listen, I'm looking out for you.
Oh, so what are you doing, bro? What are you gonna do? See,
If that's if
they
that's
say
the
that.
broski, if that's the broski, if that's the ace, I'm gonna give you the heads up. Be like, hey, listen up. Do with this what you want. This will be the last time I tell you about it. I respect your decision, whatever you want, but this is what I gotta tell you. And that's it. I'll leave it there. That'll be the last time I tell you about it. You decide how you want to play it, and that's it. We keep it moving.
I gotta stick to my guns, man. I'm gonna step to the bitch first, bro. I'm gonna step to her first. I'm like, yo, listen, you out here moving crazy,
Mhm.
and you ain't gonna do nothing but get homeboy over here fucked up. I'm just letting you know that right now. I'm just letting you know that right now. And if this shit all falls out, don't think I'm gonna be out here looking crazy.
Right,
Cause I'm gonna still tell him, see, I told you that bitch wasn't shit.
right.
I told you. I told you she wasn't shit.
Yeah.
Damn, that was a
Yeah.
wild fucking question, man.
That was a wild question.
Next question. What would you do if the person you're in a relationship with wanted to stay living separately while you guys were seriously committed? Well, I think if y'all were seriously committed, I don't think that y'all would be living separately,
Right.
to be honest.
That shit don't work.
Nah, that shit don't work.
That shit don't work. No matter how much they try to tell you, oh yeah, it's great. Nah, man. If it's great, why you not here?
Um, Next question. What would you do if the person you're in a relationship's family didn't approve of you?
Damn.
Uh, hmm. I mean, at the end of the day, man, you're not in a relationship with the family. You're in a relationship with the person. And I think depending on how secure that person is in themselves and in your relationship will determine how far you guys go. Because
Would you be able to be in that situation?
if if the person that I'm in a relationship with is stable within themselves and
Mhm.
within our relationship, absolutely. Absolutely. Like if I'm with somebody who it, their family doesn't necessarily approve of me and they were like, I don't give a fuck about how they feel about you. I love you. I
Right.
don't give a fuck what they say or how they feel about it. Fuck them. This is my relationship. I love you, and that's what it is.
Right.
Then that's going to make everything a lot easier. Now, if you're with somebody who says, well, you know, my grandma says that, then yeah, that shit ain't gonna work.
Right. I agree with that.
Or, like, my brothers out there who dibble and dabble in those serious interracial relationships where, yeah, my dad might not, I can't have you meet my dad because he might not approve because you're black.
It's nobody's. It's nobody's
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. You have a serious uphill battle to climb.
facts.
She brings you to the family gathering to meet the family, and you walk into the living room and you just hear the record scrap. Everybody stops and looks at you.
Not Joe. Nope.
You know that happened to me before. That
I've been
happened. I
I've
swear
been
to
there.
God, bro. I
I've
was
been there too, bro.
yo, I was dating somebody, and they brought me to like a family like Christmas thing,
Mhm.
and she was mixed. She was mixed. And I knew she was mixed, but I didn't realize that her being mixed was like the majority of that side of her family was white, and which is cool. I don't care.
Mhm.
But I'll go to the Christmas party and I walk in, and the only other black thing in the house were the chairs.
Damn.
And bruh, and I always walked in and I'm like, oh fuck, man. God damn it. I
You done
walked
fucked up.
I done
Hey,
fucked
Rod.
up. Fucked up, man. I done walked into the goddamn hornet's nest. But yo, listen, I was cool. I was copacetic.
Mm.
I was quick thinking on my feet, and they kept offering me food and the shit was nasty as hell. Everything tastes like goddamn oatmeal. Everything was just, nothing had salt or seasoning in it. No shit like that. But yeah, man.
I
How
got
about
the.
you?
Oh, this is happening.
What?
Yeah. Hmm.
They didn't throw you out?
No, they didn't throw me out, but you know, the comments came. I'm like, all right, well, it's time to go.
Oh my God, man. What? Oh, okay. This is now we're starting to get into more like family kind of questions, I guess. I guess this is from somebody who recently went through a separation. Okay. When is it appropriate to introduce your new partner to your kids after a divorce or a breakup?
Mm.
I think you know. I think you I think I mean shit, yo, bro, how long after you and wifey were dating did y'all go through that?
Yeah. I met I met Big O's right away. They had been separated for a while.
Mhm.
It wasn't in the picture, so mine was right away, but there had been time in between. But like you said, if you know your kids, you know the dynamic, you know if they're ready,
Right.
how they feel, the way you introduce it, like, you know, as a parent, you understand the situation, you know how to read it.
Hmm.
There's no like, okay, it's 3 months and 17 days. Like, nah, there's no set time. You figure it out. You know.
You
Hmm.
just know.
Hmm. For
Okay,
sure.
yeah, I would agree with that. I don't think that you should be just introducing any and everybody to
That too.
your
Yep.
kids. I think you should know, like,
Mhm.
all right, I think it's time. I think this is
You
time.
keep it guarded.
Right. Now, if you a chick and four different times during the month, your kids is waking up and it's some dude, a different dude sitting at the fucking breakfast table. I think that might be a cause for
Yeah,
concern. And on the flip side, man, don't no dude should be having every chick meeting their kids or some shit like that. I don't think you should be putting your
you're
kids in
not
those
bringing
positions.
everybody home. Yeah,
Yeah, don't be doing
no.
that, man. Next question. Do you think parents should quote unquote stay together for the kids even if they're unhappy? Uh, I I don't think that that's the right way to go. I don't, because kids are smarter than you think, and they sense that shit.
Mhm. They see it.
They see it, man. And I also think it's a detriment in a sense. You want to show your kids how to survive and how to maintain a healthy relationship balance. And when I say that, I mean this. Let's say you are unhappy in a relationship
Mhm.
and you staying around for the kids. And this is all your kids see growing up. If you have a daughter, for example, now she gets into an unhealthy relationship. How is she going to know how to navigate that when she saw her mother and father stay with each other all of this time when things were not good?
Right.
You know what
You're
I'm saying? Like,
you're giving them a blueprint.
right.
You're giving them this blueprint of, hey, we're just gonna stay together just because. That's what they're learning. That's what they're gonna be in when they get
Yeah.
older. Like that's
Yeah. You don't
you're
want
setting
that.
them up for failure.
You don't want that, man.
Yeah,
You
man.
you you don't want that. You don't want your kids seeing, all right, no matter how much I see that, mom and dad are like at odds with each other or going through long stretches where they don't even hug and kiss and all of this other shit. That's that shit is unhealthy. It's
Right.
very unhealthy, man. It's very unhealthy. That's why a lot of times I don't mind. Like, me and the wife get into arguments. I don't mind the kids seeing us fucking bicker back and forth and shit because I know those times are few and far in between.
Exactly.
Because I know they see us loving on each other way more than they see us arguing with each other.
Hmm.
Because you want them to see, like, listen, it's okay to have disagreements. It's okay to work through
You
those
still love
problems.
each other.
Yeah,
You still strive to make it work.
right. And, there's nothing wrong with that. Uh, Next question. I feel like early on in the show, I kind of joked about this. What is your take on disciplining children? Should both parents be aligned, or is it okay for one to have differing opinions? Uh, I think it's okay for you guys to have differing opinions. I think it's okay for you guys to play good cop, bad cop. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You
I
know?
agree, but as long as you're both on the same page, you know what I mean? Like you
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
disagree and hey, this is the way I'm gonna do it. This is the way you do it. Like, but at the end of the day, it's all to make them the
Right.
best version of themselves. If that's the ultimate goal,
Yeah.
disagree and but you're in that agreement, I don't see an issue.
I don't think that you guys should, if you guys are gonna have different parenting like styles, I don't think that you guys should display that in front of the kids because I think that that
Right.
shit is very detrimental. Like if my son comes to me and he asks me for something and I tell him, listen, nah, you can't do that. I don't think
Mm.
that my wife in that same room or same space should be like, no, you know what? You should let him because this, nah, I don't think that that shit is okay.
Right. We could talk about it
We could talk about it in a separate room or
away
some
from them.
shit,
Right.
right, away
Hmm.
from them, but you shouldn't be correcting each other in front of your child. That shit I don't think is okay.
Yeah.
Not
You
in the least bit.
you're taking out each other's legs from each other.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't
Mhm.
do that. Uh, is it okay to keep certain struggles hidden from your kids? Certain ones I believe that's okay. Like I don't think any kid should I don't think any kid should know that their parents are fucking broke.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think any
Yeah.
kid
No,
should
there's
know that.
they're kids. Like there's certain thing. It's on a need to know basis. You
Right.
know, like if it's gonna fully affect them, then yeah. If not, like shit. I'll give you the example. You know the shit we're going through, all that bullshit,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
all
Yes.
that stuff.
Yes. 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 Yes.
So little Os caught wind of it and whatever, and his first response was, "We come as a unit, we leave as a unit."
Hmm. Some real shit, man.
And he was like, "That's what it is, right, Dad?" I'm like, "My guy, I could not agree with you more. Your kids, they know, however young they are,
Yeah, they
they
be
they
knowing, man.
understand.
Yeah,
You
they
don't
be
gotta
knowing.
give them the full, hey, this is what happened on this day. This is what happened on this day. They understand the bullet points. They know, you can help them navigate it through it, but you don't have to give them the full play by play."
Yeah, I think it's okay to let kids be kids, bro. All right. I think this is like the last question that we'll do this week. This goes back to like the relationship stuff. If your partner asked you to delete all pictures of your ex, would you do it? I think that comes from that insecurity thing that we talked about earlier. I also think that we should be able to maintain a boundary of respect. I don't think that you should be able to go through my phone and I should have pictures of me kissing and hugging up and all this other shit of my ex. I think that's a little inappropriate.
Right.
Um,
Also, what are you holding it down for? What are you what are
right.
you hoping to get from those pictures? Like, are you going back and you're looking at them for why? If that's the X, that's out of the picture. You're here, you're in a committed relationship. What are you holding on to the past for?
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get that. Um, Now if we're talking about all pictures, like what if I have a picture with my ex with a relative who passed away? Do you want me to erase that one too? So it's
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess you have to find like what circumstance it fits. But again, I don't think you should be fucking walking around with pictures of your ex of y'all all fucking lovey-dovey on like a
Y'all
date or some
fucking yeah.
yeah, on a
Y'all at fucking
beach.
Rockefeller Center. Like,
Yeah,
no, what
no,
are you
no,
what are you
no,
doing?
no. That's wild. Now, I will say there are certain. All right, I'm gonna give you a scenario.
All right.
Let's say you dating a chick, you guys are getting really serious, right? She says, "Listen, I want you to come move in with me." You do it because she live in a nice spot, whatever. But she has a picture hung up of her ex.
Mhm.
Well, she has a picture hung up of a dude that she was with right before you, but he fucking died from testicular cancer or some shit like that.
Damn. Way
What
to
do you
yo, your scenarios?
what do you do?
I don't even know how you navigate that. Like that's
What do you do, bro?
I mean,
And it's not even just a picture of him. It's a picture of them kissing.
oh, that's And like you got to come in every day and you see that. Like
Yeah, what do you do,
how
bro?
committed are you guys? Like, are you guys
Y'all been
engaged,
together for like
married?
three.
Like,
Y'all been together for 3 years.
damn,
How do you deal with that? And then also, how do you deal with having a friend like me to fucking come to y'all spot and I go to the bathroom?
who the fuck is this guy?
Yo, oh, who's this thing on the wall kissing Samantha, bro? Yo, what the fuck is?
Yeah, no, that's
And then you tell me, yeah, man, that was this dude that she was with. He fucking died of such and such, and I'd be like, so what? So what? Why the
do
fuck is
that.
this
You
picture
would
still
do
on?
it,
That ain't got shit to do with the price of tea in China, motherfucker. Why the fuck is this dude's picture still
right?
up on the motherfucking wall, B?
I mean, there should be a grieving time. Like if you guys just got together, it's still,
Ah, man,
you
you
know,
setting
I
yourself
guess,
up for failure.
yeah,
You setting yourself up for failure, bro. Because the moment you say, "Listen, do you think we can? Well, you can get the fuck out." How about that?
yeah.
Uh, and then you're gonna tell me that
What are
happened?
you doing? What are you doing in that scenario?
Honestly, I'm gonna knock that shit off the wall by accident and make sure that shit break into 1,000 pieces. Or I'm gonna fucking be going to do something and oh shit,
Oh no.
oh
You know what would
shit.
go really great here? A TV. We should take this shit.
Hey yo, listen, man. What the fuck you want me to tell me? I'm not gonna be walking past this motherfucker's picture every day. I'm sorry. You ever see
There's time and place, and this ain't the place for it.
you ever seen Paid in Full?
Yeah.
Remember what Cameron said while he was eating the chips? Motherfuckers die every day, B. Motherfuckers niggas get shot every day, B. It is what it is.
I mean, you ain't wrong. You
Shit, I could do some fucked up shit and have his picture on the side of the bed on your nightstand while I'm smashing you every night, but I ain't gonna be that. I ain't gonna be that. Listen, what you want me to do? I ain't get a motherfucker cancer.
right.
Fuck you want me to do? But I ain't gonna be sitting here looking at this dude picture every day. I'm sorry, ma. What we gonna do? What we doing here?
Yeah. I mean, you nailed it, bro.
Hey yo,
Pause.
pause, man. Now listen, man. That's what I got, man. That's what I got, bro.
All right, bro. Send us home.
You know we've been doing this shit almost a year, and every week you ask me this question, the wise words, and I never have nothing ready.
You almost this is this is episode what 49.
Yo, bro,
Next week is 50.
next week is episode number 50. And for a year, I still am not ready every week you ask me this goddamn
But
question,
you
bro.
crush it every week with the wise words. You bring it home.
And I want y'all to know I'm not capping. I swear to God, I swear on my life. We go to record this and I never have no shit prepared. All right. I'm gonna
But
dig
that's what
into
makes it authentic.
all right. All right. I'm gonna reach into my bag of tricks here, man. I'm gonna try to go with okay. I'm gonna go with something, man, and this is a little bit more personal. Um I'm not gonna put them on full blast, man. I have a family member who went through something where, or was going through something where their confidence level is coming into question about something that they've been working hard at lately. And I want to give a broad stroke answer, so hopefully it'll cover some bases for anyone who might be going through something where they feel like their confidence is wavering, right?
Mhm.
I just want you to know that first of all, keep God first.
Mhm.
And I don't want to say that and sound like Fucking conjecture, man, because I know that's always like the easiest thing to say.
Right.
But don't be no bitch. Don't be no bitch, man. If you've been putting in this motherfucking work for months and years, you ain't been doing that shit for no reason. Believe in your motherfucking self.
Mm-hmm.
God ain't gonna do the work for you. He's gonna give you the opportunity.
Yep. He's
He's
gonna
gonna give
put
you,
you in situations.
he's gonna put you in the situations. He's gonna give you the tools. He ain't gonna put one step in front of you. He's not gonna push you all the way through. You better take advantage of the fucking opportunities that you're given.
Mhm.
Because you might only get one shot at this motherfucker. And it might best serve you to take advantage of it when it happens. Because before you know it, this whole life will pass you the fuck by.
Mhm.
And you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself.
And if it's something you love and you care about, you ain't doing it for anybody else.
That's a
It don't
fact.
matter what the fuck they say. They could tell you, oh, you could do this better. You could do that better. You ain't doing this right. If you're putting in your all, yo, keep it moving.
That's
Keep
it, man.
doing it for you.
That's it. That's
Yep.
it. I don't want to hear no fucking no excuses. Oh, this one held me back from my chance. This one hindered me from my opportunity. I had a chance for this, but certain person blocked the blessing. I don't want to hear that shit, bro.
Hmm.
I don't want to hear that shit. Because as long as God is breathing the breath of life in your body every morning for you to get the fuck out that bed, that's giving you an opportunity to do something that you striving to do.
Facts.
Straight up. Straight up, man. No fucking excuses. That's the wise words of the week. No more fucking excuses. Nobody has a reason or a right to give any fucking excuses at all. You want to work out, you want to be in better shape, go to the fucking gym. If you can't go to the gym, you don't have no time to get up and get in your car and drive 20, 15 minutes to the gym. First thing you do when you get out of bed, you want to be in better shape, instead of going in the kitchen and eating fucking 7 bowls of Fruity Pebbles, get on the floor and do 10 push ups. You can't do 10, do one. You can't do one, do half a push up.
Hmm.
Do one sit up. Take a walk around the fucking block, maybe. Do something. Stop making fucking excuses. No
Hmm.
more fucking excuses. Go into the new year. It's December 15th. If you don't have a New Year's resolution, let that be your fucking resolution. No more excuses. We got to stop making excuses for ourselves. I feel like that's what we do as a society nowadays. We get too comfortable and
We want to point the fingers
yeah, man,
at
stop pointing the
somebody
fucking
else, like,
finger.
hey, I'm not here because of him or because of her. Like, nah, you're not there because you're not putting in the work.
Listen, man, you know how many excuses I hear from people at work? Oh, well, I didn't get a chance to do this because this person don't like me. Or I didn't get a chance to do this because I'm such and such, or this person did that or maybe you're just a fucking loser. Maybe that's really what it is.
Hmm.
That's really just listen, let me tell you something. No matter how close you put your hand to your face to try to block out the sun, the shit is still gonna shine. The
Yep.
cream is always gonna rise to the top, bro. I don't give a fuck what you try to do. So if you the best at what you do, if you're really fucking good, there's nothing that's gonna fucking stop it or hide that.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
It don't matter where you are in the
It
world.
don't matter. It don't
I'll
matter.
find you.
It don't matter. It
Hmm.
don't matter. So stop making excuses. Stop making excuses, man. Stop acting like a little bitch
You
and
got
get your
this.
shit together.
Yep.
That's what I got, brother.
OTBS on Facebook, the Sports Frenzy Podcast on YouTube, Instagram, the Sports Frenzy Pod on Twitter. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you next week for 50.
Black cocks in your ass.
Peace.